Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. How many times did your phone ring today? Better yet, how many of those calls were actually someone you knew as compared to numbers that are largely unrecognizable? I think everyone watching can attest to the massive amount of scam calls that bombard the average American citizen every single day. Everything from pitching extended auto warranties to life insurance annuities to end-of-life burial plans to health care insurance. Also throw in the mix over-the-top criminal elements claiming they are from the Social Security Administration, Internal Revenue Service, or Amazon or PayPal even. Yes, many of these unscrupulous callers are out to shock and cause anxiety, claiming that your Social Security payments are being shut off, IRS is out to foreclose on your house due to back taxes, or that your credit card has just been charged thousands of dollars for some online purchases that you most certainly had no part in. Such is the life of your average American citizen over the past couple decades, and no one at Big Telecom, the Federal Communications Commission, or even your elected representatives within the U.S. Congress seems the least bit interested in getting to the bottom of the problem, much less solving it. Spoofing telephone numbers is their name, and causing great distress and anxiety is their game. These evildoers have no shame or sense of moral code in the methods they use or the tactics they employ. Yet one thing that the large telecom corporations controlling the telephone networks would most certainly have the means and method to stop these often foreign adversaries in their tracks. Would they not? Would they not? In fact, my compadres, I seem to recall only a few years back hearing that AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, and other corporations were in fact going to put the kibosh to the scam call centers largely operating out of India, Bangladesh, and other mostly lawless nations. Then we got crickets, nothing. Big fat zero from them. So onward we suffer day in and day out, mindlessly blocking each spoofed phone number as it shocks us out of any semblance of peace that we were enjoying. On and on it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. I honestly contest to having blocked literally thousands of spoofed phone numbers on my personal cell phone over the past 10 years or so. And to what effect? The incessant criminals just spoof other numbers the next day, and so the entire crime spree goes on unabated. Does it not? Now, kids and cousins, we are all wiser than this, are we not? We can send satellites into space and robotic rovers to the Martian surface to send back video footage of the red planet, but some pirates seemingly located in foreign lands cannot be stopped. Are we all fools? Get real. I now ask you, kids and cousins, what do each and every one of you truly think is the root cause of this blight on humanity, really? Many of those calling have Indian or Asian accents, and so we have all heard of Indian scam call centers, have we not? There are even YouTubers like Kit Boda, among others, who regularly make videos exposing the criminals at their call centers in India, among other places, for laughs and grins. But, my friends and colleagues, I have some other news to spring upon you. Many of these nuisance calls that bombard each of us daily and nightly are actually fully sponsored and backed by the United States federal government itself. Yes, you heard me right. Your own tax dollars are being used to make our lives miserable on a daily basis with call after blood pressure raising call. And why would our own federal government back such an aggravating scheme, you might ask? Ever heard of the Affordable Care Act, or something that many call Obamacare? Yep, you heard me right. That is why Big Telecom and the FCC continue to look the other way as each of us suffer the daily barrage of nuisance scam callers spoofing literally every phone number in sight. Wait, puppet, you have certainly gone off your rocker on this one. Let's get you some mental help soon. Hold on, viewers. Hear me out. I worked for a company that was small and offered no health insurance to employees a few years back. As such, I was actively searching out on my own for options for health care coverage for myself and my family. Needless to say, somehow the Obamacare bloodhounds found my name and number and started bombarding me daily from every spoofed number imaginable. I originally thought these were purely scammers who were out to separate hard-earned dollars from my bank account, and as such simply blocked them on a daily basis. Then one day, on a whim, I actually entertained one of these callers and found out that this person was in fact a health insurance broker, fully licensed to sell Affordable Care Act plans in all 50 U.S. states. Yes, fully licensed insurance brokers were operating telephone number spoofing apps in order to hook and rope in unsuspecting Americans in need of health care. And was it legitimate insurance they were pushing? Suffice it to say that I took one of these brokers up on his promises and was enrolled in an ACA plan for 2 years It was, in fact, an Anthem Blue Cross health insurance plan that paid out claims, believe it or not. And, folks, it still continues to this very day. I have been looking for health insurance coverage recently, and sure enough, the barrage of insurance brokers spoofing numbers and bombarding me with calls and even texts continues to march on daily. Suffice it to say that I have and continue to block at least 10 to 20 scam calls per day on my personal cell phone alone. So there you have it, aunts and uncles. I would even go so far as to state that the whole scam call number spoofing barrage will continue until long after this puppet has passed and gone, if nothing else than because old Uncle Sam just believes that so many more need Obamacare plans. Good night, my loyal viewers, and sleep well.